Well, boys, it's another day back out here at Elevated AF, my custom truck shop where I build, well, custom trucks. So recently here, we've had quite the influx of King Ranch F2, F3, and F450 trucks. And by quite the influx, I think we have 4 right now, something like that. But I have just bought a 5th. Now, I didn't plan on buying any more King Ranch trucks for a while, but this one did come up, I guess as a bank repossession or something. I don't know. The kid couldn't make his bills. I mean, clearly he couldn't even pay for the other half of the lift. So we bought this one up and we're going to try fix it. I mean, it should be about as easy as just putting the rear blocks in. So we're going to see what we can do. It's in this sweet, I don't even know what you call this color. There's probably an actual name for this color. It's like a grayish, bronzish, tannish.
You'll do.
I don't know, something like that. And it's got this dark gray two-tone, gunmetal gray. Anyways, we're gonna get this thing unloaded off the trailer, get it into the shop so the guys can start working on it. Anyways, I got a call from a guy yesterday about 3 third-gen Dodges he had sitting in one of his barns. And I guess he's making room for some new projects, so he wants to get rid of all 3 of them at once. And since we kind of just opened up here, he thought I'd give us a call and see if we wanted to buy them all. So we're gonna go take a look at them later today. And I don't know, hopefully buy them all. All right, well, while the guys fixed that abomination up here, we've got some trucks that have sold. Sadly, very sadly for me, the OBS crew cab has sold. I did want to keep this truck because the OBS crew cabs are like one of my favorite trucks of all time. But hey, we got to make money somehow. Now, this is a long bed and we have one more truck to put on here. I don't know if it's actually going to fit. Probably not, actually. Well, maybe. We'll see what we can do. That's right, the 2G single cab. Absolutely love this truck, but again, it's gotta go. We gotta make money. Honestly, I was gonna keep this truck and put it in my personal collection, but we may have the chance to buy a couple other second-gen single cabs here soon, so I gotta make room for them somehow. Okay, so we may be able to fit this truck. I'm just gonna have to figure out a way to lift the back of it so we can fold up the ramps. Ideally, we'd have a loading dock, but that's not in the budget. You know what? OSHA's not looking. All right, 2 more trucks sold. That'll give us some money in the bank. Now for the most challenging part of my job, how to line up the trucks so they all look good. There we go. Much better. So I was going to take one of the dualies here to go check those trucks, but any of the goosenecks we have aren't going to be able to fit 3 trucks on them. But you know what is going to be able to fit 3 trucks? The semi. At least I think so. I don't know. We're going to find out. I'm supposed to be getting a better trailer eventually, but for now, this is what we got to work with. So my GPS is saying this place is just right up the road. Technically, we could drive him back, but all the guys are busy today, so we're just going to go with this. Oh, man, look at that. He's even got them all taken out of the shop for us. Can I fit through that gate? I think so. Oh boy, it's gonna be tight. We clear it just barely. Oh man, this is a sweet little place. All these sure look like the trucks he described to me. 3 unfinished project trucks. 2 of them are missing beds. This one's completely missing the front fenders and the hood. And this one's not painted, it's just primed. This is just primer. This isn't even white. It's just primer. Okay, well I can work with that. So I believe all of these are 2007, 25 or 3500s. I can't remember what he said, but they're all mega cabs. They're all diesels. And man, this guy really loved a certain brand of tire. Yeah, these aren't even, I don't even think those are 3rd gen stocks. Those look like 5th gen stocks or 4th gen. I don't even know. Anyway, these are pretty much rust free for the most part. He hasn't done too much work to all 3 of them as far as I know. I'm gonna have to find beds and that's gonna be tough to say the least, but we're gonna see what we can do. I guess depends if we buy him or not. I know he wants a lot of money, so I hope we can get him for a good price. Well, I'm about to play some Dodge Jenga here because I got the titles to all 3. I love how this was in the budget, but a loading dock wasn't. All 3 of them run, which is good. That makes my job a whole lot easier. I actually think it's been a minute since we built a 3rd gen mega cab. I know we've built some other 3rd gens, but I don't think mega cabs. Oh man, I really hope we can fit this all on here. Well, it ain't perfectly aligned on the trailer, but we don't gotta go too far, so should be all right. That is right on the edge. Oh man, these are all mega cabs. I don't think they're gonna fit on here. All I'm asking for is the DOT just stays away for like 45 minutes till I get back to the shop. That's all I need. You know what? This is technically legal. It's all strapped down. I'm fine. I'll be fine. Hey, guys, what's the hold up here? I'm just gonna scoot around here. Yeah, not too sure what's going on here. Well, I hope the guys are ready for a busy week here because we got 3 projects that are gonna take quite a bit. But first, I gotta find parts. That's gonna be the hard thing to do here. So since we're a little bit strapped for lift space at the moment here, we're just gonna park both these trucks in this big open bay, and as lift space becomes available, we'll get to work on them. So this truck, I've already got a plan for. I think we're going to swap out the fenders and we're going to do different bed sides on this truck. I've got a cool idea I've wanted to try for a little bit, and then we'll just be able to use them on this truck, which will be nice because these are already primed and ready to go. So it has been a couple of days here. Guys have been working hard, but we fixed the truck and we bought one. So this King Ranch was squatted. We fixed that, added a couple other little things, some paint match, fixed some of the glaring issues, added in some rock lights, all that good stuff. Made it a sweet little truck, and a very wide one at that. I don't know where the guys found all the extra spacers laying around, but I guess they put them to good use. And then we bought this, I think it's a 2006 King Ranch 6.0. It's got forces on it, wicked lift, all the good stuff. I think there's only one proper thing to do before the guys take it in the shop and get it ready to be put up for sale here. That's right, squat it out. No, I'm kidding, we gotta test it. And there's only one way to do that, the burnout pit. And this truck's looking a little big for the burnout pit, but we'll give it a try anyway. Oh, what the heck? Hold on, let me try this again. Here we go. Nothing. This truck isn't building any boost. Hold on, let me check if the boot came off here. All right, yep, the boot was off. Now it should build some boost. Still nothing. What the heck? All right, I think something might be wrong here. I'm gonna take this thing to the shop and hopefully the guys can fix it, but that sucks. Either we have a really bad boost leak or the turbo's gone. Or going, I guess. Because you can still hear it whistle, but it's just not building boost like it should. Well, that sucks. I was really excited for this thing. This thing's actually kind of cool. Well, another King Ranch on the lot. Better start selling these things. I'm starting to get too many of them. Well, it has been 2 very, very busy weeks here. I've been restocking the displays, kind of changing out a few little things here and there. But we should be getting a big shipment of new wheels in here ASAP. But all 3 of the 3rd gens are done, and they turned out wicked. And I know I say that a lot, which turned out pretty dang wicked. And I gotta say, this Jeep turned out pretty dang wicked, and it looks pretty dang wicked. This truck is wicked, but I mean, these are pretty cool. So for the red mega cab that was completely stripped down in the front, had no bed, was kind of a bare bones truck, I managed to secure myself a dually box. And if there's one thing that I love, it is mega cab dualies. I went ahead, got myself an SRT hood, at least I think that's what it is. Hood stack, cab visor, cab lights, window visors, this sweet candy apple red powder coat with some American Force wheels. I believe these are 24s and 38 or 37-inch amp tires. Full BDS suspension lift, Alpha Rex headlights and taillights, tons of paint match, and this is one of my personal trucks now. I have bought it officially. It is not owned by the shop. It is owned by me, and there's no way in heck I'm getting rid of this thing. Of that, and we also tinted it right out. Oh yeah, and I did that too. Now I might do a full bag setup on this truck because I really like being able to completely lower the dually, so I might have to do that yet. Because imagine being able to do that on the front. That'd be sick. Now the blue truck we built for speed. Now it is not speedy just yet, and we don't have Nitto 420Vs on because I was out of stock in the particular size I needed. Don't worry, we'll get some on there. But this truck still has to go to my buddy's performance shop to get a little bit more work done that we couldn't do here, and then it's going to be an absolute burnout machine. Cowl hood, tons of paint match, Alpha X front and rear, another BDS lift, a slightly smaller one, but dang does this thing look good. Now this one we went a little bit more wild with. We needed some parts off the good truck to make these trucks, and just before I bought these 3rd gens, I seen these Baja fenders online, and I had to get a set to try them out. And I gotta say, I'm really happy with them. So we've got it flexed out here, same BDS lift kit as the dually, but a few more different tweaks. Speedlock wheels, some like nice all-terrain tires. It's not completely flexed out at the moment, but the skid steer, it couldn't really handle anymore. We put a topper on it and kind of just made this thing a cool little off-road rig. So hold on, if I actually lower this thing down here, yeah, a little bit heavy for the Bobcat. I gotta figure out that. I think it needs some rear weights or something. We also got Baja fenders on the rear, so it completely covers the tires, and it looks pretty dang good, I think. Although maybe a different wheel setup. If you guys have any suggestions, put them down in the comments. By the way, massive shout out to Blue Collar Matt, aka Blue Collar Modding. He has been making some absolutely killer trucks, including these 3rd gens and all the King Ranches too. So if you're on PC, I highly recommend checking him out. He makes some killer stuff. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe and goodbye.